Sociology studies groups, and they studied all the aspects of the groups. And the one important aspect of the group is the leadership. Once the groups are formed, whether they are primary or secondary, whether they are dyad or triad, which is subdivided into 3 or 3 plus, which is larger groups, then those groups automatically need leadership. Leadership means responsibility to guide and regulate and oversee variables to make sure that they lead a group towards achieving the goals of the group. So the leaders are there. The leaders are required to make sure that everything is okay and the goals of the group are achieved. So, as we have seen in our previous presentations, groups can either be primary or can be either or secondary. But the common thing between them is that all needs leaders. But in primary groups, the leadership arises naturally. They are ascribed. That the leaders just arises and the people just agree because of your quality and this quality, then you are going to naturally acquire the position of leadership. But in a secondary group, that is not the same. In secondary groups, and particularly larger groups, leadership is achieved through the agreed process. So our presentation today is particularly going to focus on the type of leadership in the group. The type of leaders and the style of leadership. The first type of leaders are instrumental leaders. And when we say instrumental leaders, we are actually referring to leaders who focus on the goal achievement. That our goal is to have a school constructed or a farm plot cultivated and planted or crops harvested. So this leader will just make sure that those things are achieved. And in instrumental leadership, leadership is very strict and alienated. That the leaders are very far from the members, and because they are far, or there is a clear separations between the leaders and the other group members, then it enables strictness. In instrumental leadership, the leaders are expressive. Then they express themselves and they make sure that the influences the members of the group who easily can follow what they are doing. So they improve the quality of relationship and they ensure the group harmony because of what they are doing. The leadership style in groups, we have got one leadership style which is authoritative. And in authoritative leadership, the aim is to achieve the goals no matter what. Because you have to achieve the goal no matter what, the leaders ensures that the norms, rules, and the regulations are followed to the books, to the dots without exception. And in authoritative leadership style, there is no consultation. What the leader says is what is going to be implemented regardless. The second type of leadership in the groups is democratic leadership style. In a democratic leadership style, there is intense consultations that whatever is going to be done, it's going to be determined through the process of consultation, which makes sure that everybody in the group have a say of whatever at the end is going to be forward, and they are the two. In a democratic style of leadership, there is less focus on the rule and the regulations. So sometimes the rule and the regulation are compromised. In democratic leadership style, the final decision is made of the leader. The final decision is made by the leader, but it must be based on the majority. And we get the majority after involving everybody in the process. So, if everybody is consulted, at the end of the day, okay, we vote, the winner take you all. So actually the majority, if the majority wins, the majority, then what the majority said is what is going to be the rules. So here, the democratic leadership style expresses the dictatorship of the majority at the expenses of the minority. Another style of leadership in groups is laissez-faire leadership. In laissez-faire leadership, group function naturally on its own. Because actually the leader just stays there. He doesn't say anything. He doesn't show his leadership or her leadership. But the group still have to achieve its goals, and the achievement of its goal will come naturally, whether it's today, tomorrow, day after. But as long as there is nobody who pushes another body, then that is the style they have. If they pick the laissez-faire leadership style, then that is what is going to be in that group. Another style of leadership in groups could adopt a consensus leadership. This is very common in small groups. And by consensus leadership style, we actually means that no decision is made, okay, in the group unless all agrees with it. And stand as it is agreed. If there is no agreement between the members of the group, then nothing is going to be done. If there is the agreement, the consensus in the group, then everybody is going to do it. If there is no consensus in the group, then the leader will not force anybody to do anything because there is no consensus. But sociology recognizes that the aspect of gender in a leadership and a leadership in the group, because there is a higher possibility that in a group there could be interaction between a female and a male. If it is a primary group or a dyadic group. In a larger group, there could be groups which brings together men and the females. In the presence of male and the female, the gender theories point to the fact that there are possibility women could be leaders of a group. In the same manner, also men could be members of leaders of the group. But the sociologists went far to start. What will it be like when the group is led by a woman? Equally, sociologists have accumulated a lot of literature on what is going to happen in the group when its leader happened to be a man. According to many studies, when a woman is a leader of any group, his leadership style is likely to be democratic. As opposed to when a group happened to be led by a man. When a man leads a group, he is likely to choose authoritative leadership style over other leadership style. But sociologists further analyzed the leadership of a group when it is under a woman. When a woman leads a group, we said she's more likely to resort to democratic style of leadership. But depending on the society, that woman will have trouble to command and secure the respect of the entire group. We are not saying, and there is no body of knowledge which support that this is universal. But in areas where the society is patriarchal, then, and that society happened to form a group, and that group happened to select the leader, a woman as their leader, then the woman who in leadership is likely to command and secure respect of the entire group. And then normally, most members of the group, especially women, in Tanzania we say women, And men's generally will just see that reader as a soft or weak, soft. And the soft we are not actually meaning weak, because you can be soft. Soft does not literally means weak. You can be soft but strong. So they normally see a reader who is a woman very soft. And that is very common let's say in Tanzania. We happen to have a woman who is the sixth president of our nation, who is the leader of the government. And in one of the early speech, he stated categorically, I am your president. She happened to state categorically, where she said, I am your president and the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, only that it happened to be that my gender is a female. But don't take it like that is the weakness. I might be soft, but I'm strong. Thank you for listening to our presentation, and please subscribe, share, and comment. Thank you very much.